Morning fam, it's been days without hearing from you. I'm sure you noticed Gosloto 749 is now playing twice a day. And the question is how to proceed playing. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you the three methods you can use since the ball tree strategy seems not to be effective anymore. We'll focus on three methods. Number one, you'll use the charts on the website. Number two, you will use the 5 secret string place numbers. And number three, you will use the analysis method. For our number one method, we'll be coming to this website. Then we'll go to our results. So what you're gonna do, you will copy the results. Then on the home page, you will paste them. So remember, you need to separate them by a comma if you are using this kind of input. So I created a spreadsheet here. So the spreadsheet contains the date and the draw, then the charts. You'll realize that my chart starts from 1515 and 1536. I didn't include the secrets chart. The reason because I already know that chart by heart. The first method that you do, you will check all the results for all the charts. Like you're starting from 1515, then you record whatever that is left. So let's do it in practical so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see we entered the results here, and then we click on the first chart, which is 1515. Then we say get matches. So we have 7 and 13. So we'll go and record this 7 and 13 on the spreadsheet. So we have 7 and 13. Then we go to the next chart. So we'll select the 1536 chart, and then we say get matches. We have 38, 31, and 31. So we'll go and record those numbers. 38, 31, and 31. So we'll do this for all the remaining charts. Then we check the numbers that are appearing maybe multiple times on those multiple charts. So they sometimes play, sometimes they don't play. So another method on the same chart is to take one or two charts and focus on playing those numbers. For example, you will use 1515 chart and 1536. So you'll be only focusing on these numbers to play your next thing. Then lastly, which one I almost like to prefer is to focus on the last three charts. The charts with 4 numbers each. Let's go to the website so you can see. I usually focus on these last 3 charts. The 1, 12, 21, 24, and the green one, including this one. Although this one is just recently added, I haven't noticed how they play. But for this one, 1, 12, 21, 24, and the green chart, they usually play. So what you will do is to check your results on these numbers. You only focus on the numbers where only one number is left. Let's say 3 numbers played on that same chart and then 1 number played. For example, we'll check the 11th results, draw number 2. Let me go and paste them on the side so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'll paste the results. Then you go straight to those charts with 4 numbers each. So here is a good example. You can see that here 3 numbers played and then it was only 24 remaining. And here also 3 numbers played and then 44 was remaining. So you consider these 24 and 44 and then you record them somewhere. instead of adding the other numbers. So it means you'll be chasing those numbers. If you can check right here, the next day, the next draw, 24 and 44 didn't play, but they played on the 13th. That 24 played on the 13th. So that's how they usually work. So it means you will be taking, for example, let's say you start from Monday, you will be recording those numbers that are left alone in a 4-number group. Then you start playing them alone. So let's proceed to the second method. For the second method, you already know the 5 secret numbers. So what you're gonna do, you will just pick 2 or 3 lines, then match and play them like the way I already explained for the UK. I won't waste time explaining this, as you already know. I just want us to quickly go to the last method, which is analysis method. So for analysis method, I will only be focusing on the families and section. I didn't do the 13th last draw results, but I did from Sunday to Saturday. So I want us to check what was happening here. So the right side is the section, and then the left side is the families. So I want us to show you how you do your analysis. We'll do the results of yesterday, the last draw, which is the evening draw on 7:49, and we see which other section of families that managed to play. So currently this was the analysis done before the second draw of 7:49. So we can see section 5, families of 5 didn't play, and families of 7 didn't play doubles, and also families of 10 or families of 0. On the section, we had section 8 and section 9 missing to play double. So let's go to the website and do the second draw analysis. So we'll copy the results and go to our website, but this time we'll go to analysis. So I will paste the results, then you separate them by a comma, then we'll start with families. So we'll say get match. We can see we didn't have any double from any family. Then we'll go to section, and then we say get match. So we can see we have section 3 and section 9. So let's go and fill this up. We noticed that we have section 3, so we'll write 2 since we already had one section 3 played, and section 9. So we'll write 1 here. So we can see from those remaining 2 sections, we managed to get section 9. So we'll also highlight it that section 9 already played. And now we are left with section 8. On the section, then on the families, we still have families of 10, families of 7, and families of 5. So our prediction for today, according to me, will be section 8. So we can go to the website. Then this time we'll go to pairing, and we need to put our section 8. So we add them separate by a comma. Our section 8 is 8, 17, then we have 26 and 35, then 44. Then we'll choose the 2 numbers. So this is what you will be playing for 7:49. Section 8 paired into doubles. If into triples, this is what you'll be playing. So let's wait and see what will happen for today's draw, and then we'll take it from there. So if the method work, then it means we'll start doing the analysis for 749 in order for us to play next weekend. So that's what I have for you for today. Good luck.